Greetings, Local 163 family. My name is John Carter. I'm co-chair of the Education Committee, and I'm also a part of our award-winning newsletter committee. I want to welcome everyone to our broadcast, and when I mean everyone, I mean the membership. Anthem, Continental, Detroit Axle, Detroit Diesel, Romulus Propulsion Systems, JLL, Oakwood, Purim, and our retirees. Before we get started today, I want to remind everyone about our Labor Day Parade, September 1st. If you signed up to ride the bus, please be at the hall by 7:30. Again, if you signed up to ride the bus, please be at the hall by 7:30. And let's show the world what solidarity is all about. All right, today we have with us Jeff Hanson, our Apprentice Chairperson. So before we start to talk about it, Jeff, let's tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thank you for having me, John. Appreciate the opportunity. My name is Jeff Hanson again, and I'm an electrician by trade with General Motors. I've had just over 30 years, a little bit over 25 years in the trades. I've been with General Romulus since 1997. Okay. I took over the apprenticeship program as far as from the UAW Apprenticeship Chairperson in 2017. And we brought in about just under 30 apprentices since 2017.
All right. So exactly what is the S.T.A.R.C program?
S.T.A.R.C program is the General Motors UAW Skilled Trades Apprenticeship Readiness Certification Program. It's an online program that's offered through Penn Foster. And what it is, it's for internal and even external people, family members and everything, that may be interested in doing an apprenticeship through General Motors. It is the only apprenticeship opportunity, the only way you can get into an apprenticeship through General Motors if you want to go into the trades. And again, that was adopted under the 2019 bargaining committee. We started that program.
Okay, so this is a UAW negotiated program.
Yep, it occurred in 2019.
Okay, all right. So what does the program consist of? Let's say I sign up. What does the program consist of?
Okay, good question. The program is really consisted of 2 semesters. It's a 2-semester program consisting of 4 classes. And the 4, again, through Penn Foster, they're all online classes. Okay. And what this does is you do the first semester and then you'll do the second semester. And John, when they complete the program and they get their certification from Penn Foster, you then get added to the apprenticeship readiness list. That's how your name gets added to a list. And from that list is how they select their next apprenticeships.
Okay.
Apprentices, I'm sorry.
All right, so let me bag up a little bit. How do I start? I'm a person in the plant. How do I start?
So 2 different ways. And we got to first identify an internal employee. An internal employee who qualifies for TAP tuition benefits. That would be our seniority employees or our full-time temporary employees. You would come see me. You just got to contact me through whoever they can reach out. And I will be more than happy to help get you through the TAP program because TAP does pay for that program. The total is right around $1,500 for the whole program. Okay. But TAP covers full cost. So if you're internal, come see me. Again, my name is Jeff Hanson, and I can help get you through that process. And we get you registered. That program, that takes about 20 minutes to do that process. Classes start every Monday. So all the classes start up on Monday, and there's some deadlines that I can go into more specifics when I meet with people. People on the outside, family members or whatever, you can still reach out to the National Apprentice Committee. But that's a self-pay out-of-pocket program, same cost, but you pay with a credit card. And there's a registration process for doing that for people there. One thing I can say about that, the upfront $1,500, once you start in the program, after your first 90 days of your apprenticeship, they will reimburse you 100% of that out of your pocket.
That's motivation.
Yep, definitely motivation.
All right, so we started off. How do you start? We've talked about what the program consists of and what the program is. So now let's say, so what happens when I complete this course? Once I finish these programs, these online courses through Penn Foster.
Sure.
Now what?
So there's 2 deadlines that they recognize. June 30th and December 31st every year is a deadline point. as long as you complete the program between those two deadlines,
Okay.
if you're completed, you'll then receive within probably a few weeks after the deadline, you'll get a preference survey. And that preference survey that everybody gets, it's not only for the new people that have completed the program, but people who are already on the list that want to redo their preference points. What preferences? What that is my where I want to indenture, what plant. You can indenture at any GM plant. So you get to choose the plant you're interested in. And then out of the list of skilled trades that General Motors offers, you can select 3 of them. And so you select your top 3 opportunities for skilled trades. Now, do you get to pick when the time comes? No, they're going to pretty much tell you what a trade they're offering out of those 3.
So before you pick, you don't necessarily know what's open, or do they only let you pick what's open?
They'll tell you when the time comes out of your selection. If you selected, say, electrical, and there's electrical availability at our site in Romulus, and you're the next on the list, they're going to come and tell you have an offer for electrician at Romulus. Okay. And that goes the same with internal and external people.
All right. So myself, I have a little community college background.
Sure.
Can that help me? Can this be applied to that at all?
So, yes and no. How this works is regardless, you can have 10 years. If you don't carry a journeyman card and you want to go through the apprenticeship track with General Motors, this is the only way you can go through. You can have 4-year degrees. You can have all that stuff. None of that matters, no matter how many credit hours you've taken at a community college or something like that. It doesn't carry over. These are specialized classes for GM. There is, and I did not cover this, so the 4 different classes. Your first class is going to be shop arithmetic and basic math. The second, and this is in semester 1, start 2, which is your second class in semester 1, is your drafting and machine tool print reading class. Then going into the second semester, if you complete semester 1, your first, the start 3 is your trade related preparation course. And then start 4 is your intermediate algebra. Now, intermediate algebra, as long as you've taken a related course in algebra, they will allow you to transfer that credit in and substitute that class out. So only algebra is the only one they will accept as long as it's equal on level, or if it's been within 10 years.
And so that's the order of the classes?
Yes.
So what if I take them and I fail 2 of them?
So if you're an internal employee, TAP pays 1 time. So I
would have to pay my pay.
So the second time you'd have to pay out of pocket if you have to retake the class. With that said, I think you got to have above a 70% on all classes to pass. Anything below that, you would have to pay out of pocket. External people, you can retake the class as many times as you like. A good point is our engineering trade is you must score 85% on all the classes or higher, 85% or higher. So if you score an 84% one cycle and you want to qualify for engineering trades in the future, you can retake that class and get it higher to qualify to be able to sign up for engineering trades. Okay,
so it is, you take all the courses, and if you do fail one, you have to pay for it yourself.
Yep.
But and 70% is the passing grade.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've registered, we figured out, we've talked about, okay, I'm interested, talked to Jeff. He told us how to sign up. He told us that if you're a GM employee, TAP will assist you or pay for the entire course. Now, if you're from outside of GM, you have to pay for that yourself, right?
Yep.
And after that 90-day period, if you pass everything, is that 90-day period, is that just for GM employees, or is that for?
So that's the only reimbursement is the external people, or a part-time temps, or people on the outside, family, whoever. Anybody can participate from the outside. If you have to pay through the credit card, it's when you get on the apprenticeship program. So based on whatever time that is, when they select you, after 90 days of being in the apprenticeship program and actively being employed by GM, that's when they will reimburse you. You have to be employed with GM working as an apprenticeship. So I want to make sure but they do, and that I believe that took effect after the 2023 collective bargaining, that GM would reimburse.
So I can't be reimbursed for a class I failed.
That's correct.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So we got now. Let's say I'm a little sketchy. I'm not sure if I'll pass the classes, or I haven't been in school a while. Is there any recommended preparation courses, or is there any? Is there anything
So I get
out
that
there?
question a lot, and the thing is it's really the whole thing is that there's a lot of things nowadays. Back when we went many years ago, that we didn't have the internet. Nowadays, I tell people like Khan Academy. There's all kinds of different little tools like that will offer a lot of modules that refresh and help people get through a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. So there's online stuff. There's nothing specifically set up by the UAW or GM
Okay.
for that part. But again, yeah, there's a lot of stuff on the internet that definitely I think can help them. You know.
And do you have any like statistics about the success rate of our apprentice program? Like, let's say 5 go in, do we usually end up 100%, 90%? What's the?
Well, at our site, we've had some people. You're talking about the apprenticeship or the apprenticeship?
The apprenticeship program.
Yeah, so the
once they
apprenticeship,
get in,
yeah.
Yeah.
So again, I'm trying to think back. Currently, we have 15 active apprentices, and I want to say, so we're close to 30 that altogether. And out of the people that have finished, we've had 2 or 3 that have, for whatever reason, have chose to back out, or for whatever reason, you know,
Right.
that they backed out of the program. So success rate, for the most part, we've been very fortunate. You know, again, you know, you're always wondering as far as worried about how this is going to go and all that stuff. But we've been very fortunate. We've had some really good people that have turned out as into the trades for General Motors.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we covered it, Jeff. Did we? I think we got everything.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of other questions people may have, but again, I encourage people to reach out to me. We're a little restricted with external people as far as information. That needs to go through the National Apprentice Committee for outside people, but I definitely encourage all our members, people from all over the place. If your kids or relatives are interested in the trades, look into the S.T.A.R.C program if you're interested in doing the apprenticeship through General Motors. GM has committed in 2023 to bring on 650 more trades. We have a really large attrition going on with skilled trades within, and GM was kind of slow to the party, and now we're trying to play catch up. So they've committed from 23 to 28 in this contract to bring on 650 new tradespeople. And you know, this is a good opportunity if you're willing to do some online courses. And I want to point out, those online courses is a move at your own pace. There are some deadlines associated to each semester, but based on how motivated you are, you can get through it as quick as you can. Just remember those deadlines, June 30th and December 31st every year.
Oh, so there's no pressure. You could kind of...
Just as long as you reach a deadline. I mean, they're not very forgiving with that deadline. So the first semester is 16 weeks long.
Okay.
So you got to be done within that 16 weeks. There is a deadline for every semester.
Okay.
And then, I'm sorry about that if I didn't cover that, but the second semester is 24 weeks because of the algebra. So based on the day you start on that Monday, you got 16 weeks or 24 weeks from that day to be finished.
Okay.
But you can move as fast as you want, you know.
All right. And I'm sure, you know, once we put this out, it could generate more questions.
Sure.
And we may want to come back and revisit
More than
some
happy
of those
to.
questions.
Sure.
And like you said, they can reach out to you.
Mm-hmm.
You said it'd take about 20 minutes to get them started.
They get the program, get them registered, get them signed up. I do it all for them as far as getting their TAP voucher. And then we take the TAP voucher, we upload it, and get you registered with Penn Foster. And you just tell me which day you want to start.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's it, Jeff. We've covered the S.T.A.R.C program. You did a good job in informing our membership as to how to apply, what it entails, and
I would go on and encourage people, though, definitely look into the trades if you're serious about it. Get familiar with what you're doing before, because you want to really, because it's everybody has their own career choices, but we want to encourage people, definitely research it before you commit to it. There's a lot to it, because again, when you get on an apprenticeship, you got 4 years and you're going to be very involved, not only with work, but with a lot of schooling. So keep that in mind. Great opportunity, though.
And one question: Do apprentices get overtime also out
Yes.
there? They eligible.
So you get reimbursed when you go to college courses. So if you've got classes for 2, 3, 4 hours after work, you do get reimbursed straight time for going to class. Again, GM covers all those costs. There's no cost out of pocket. But also our apprentices get opportunities down the road to work their overtime, and they make pretty good money with the overtime. But the goal with the overtime is get them the experience.
Right.
We are trying for UAW and GM's benefit down the road to turn out very qualified technical skilled tradespeople. So that's our number one focus with our apprenticeship. It's a benefit for everyone. And
are you comfortable giving people like a ballpark figure of what they could earn as a tradesperson? So
they start out at right around 30, trying to think, I could be wrong, $36 an hour.
Okay.
As an apprentice.
And that's just a rough estimate.
That's just we're hourly. Estimate. So again, it's right. 36 hours they start out at. And again, if they're making more than that and they come in, they stay at they don't go backwards on their pay. That's for starting wages, right? Okay. So again, it's hard to say, John. It's based on overtime, but yeah, I mean they definitely are getting close to the easily close to six figures.
That's good. That's good.
So again, money's good, but we definitely want people who are committed to the trades. Because again, you definitely will be working, and that's what we really are looking for.
All right. Yeah, and me and Jeff, we go back to the crank line. Yeah, back in the old VA motor.
Yep.
So with that said, thank you, Jeff, for taking time
Thank you for having me,
out
John.
of your day to explain to the membership how the S.T.A.R.C program works, how to get into it, what it entails, and possibly the future. Your future could be way brighter after this. Mm-hmm. And with that being said, thank you. Appreciate you guys listening. And I do appreciate all the feedback. Everyone's tips help make this podcast better.